Welcome to Fitness for Longevity. Andre checking in with you. Always remember to train for life and train accordingly. Yes, sir. Happy to have you beautiful people back. Just basically, I'm going through a routine with my young, vibrant client here, Sam. Right now, what we're doing basically is just trying to warm up with a combination of kettlebell swings and push-ups as well. So we're working on our form with the kettlebell swings. I notice the reason why I'm going to go through each exercise with you guys, because a lot of these mistakes that Sam is making is a majority of what I see across the board as a trainer. With a movement like this one here, the kettlebell swings, we're trying to focus on the hamstrings and the glutes, right? So we're trying to focus on hinging at the hips, pushing back the glutes, right? And locking out the hips to the top. Right. And then we don't want to overemphasize on the swing. Right. It's not an upper body movement. So we're not trying to manhandle the kettlebell to the top. Right. So once we're able to have some fluency, as you can see here, as we went along, we kind of increase our repetitions and also the weight as well. We also did some push-ups. Right. We're warming ourselves up based on what we have on the menu. With the push-ups here, I'm just really trying to teach him to not just kind of go through the motions, just pushing, just to really try to engage the muscles a little bit more, have him doing a little iso hold as well, too. Just mixing up the variables as we warm ourselves up. So the first movement that we did was the standing dumbbell press. Right, a bit of an Arnold press, but it's not an Arnold press, right? I don't have a specific name for this workout, and I do apologize for that. But I love this workout, man. It's really good for the obliques as well, too. The stomach, the core gets worked as you're pressing. It's taking care of the front delts, right? Basically, you're keeping it at chin level, and you're pressing from the chin. He had it a little bit too low, trying to keep it up so that way the shoulders are engaged at all times as you go through the movement, all right? So we went into some trap bar deadlift, which I think is a great way to start to get introduced to deadlifts as a whole, or as far as this particular compound movement goes. So I was trying to get him to take out the lifting with the shoulders, using the upper body too much, just engaging the lats, keeping the chest up, right? And just making sure, which is why we also did the kettlebell swings earlier, working up with the hinging of the hips and lowering from the glutes, right? So I really explode to the top, as you can see here, right? Hinging at the hips, we're coming down slow and really exploding to the top. You see me always getting involved. Once we get the form right, it's a beautiful thing, man. Threw on some weights on there, right? Built him up slowly but surely and went heavy. Pretty strong guy, man. What I want from him is to be strong with proper form. So that way we can get the results we need to get and also avoid any injuries going forward. All right. Once we're done with that, we did some squat jumps, where we used the trap bar as well for additional resistance. Really good for explosion and just really kind of working on power. Then we went into dumbbell press, right? We're just trying to get rid of the imbalances. The last workout, I realized there's a little imbalance with him. So we're trying to use some unilateral training to get rid of the imbalances as far as the pressive movement goes. End of the workout, we just putting in some volume here, just increasing volume in the workout, making him do some L pull-ups from the dip bar, really engaging his core, because a young fella. B, let the beautiful people know how old you are. 74 years old. Look at this gentleman. Fitness for longevity, baby. He done it all by himself. This is where the real workout is. Love you, Poppy. We appreciate you. Yes. Yes. Neighbor of the year. Love my neighbor, man. Super inspiring, man. He just really makes me know as long as I stay active and keep it moving, the future could be really bright. But anyway, man, once we're done with what we got into, what we're finishing up, it's just cardiovascular stuff, man. We're just having to hop from his knees into a run, into a hop onto the plyo box. Once we're done with those, you went to some push-ups, just a burnout at this point, have him doing push-ups, right? Up in a high plank position, moving on a lateral movement, 5 reps, over into 5 more reps. We had to move a certain distance and get back home, repeating the same thing. So hope you like the routine. Fitness for longevity. Andre checking in with you. As you can see, he probably didn't even make it trying to count his reps. Please like, subscribe, comment, share. Be blessed out there in YouTube world. Peace. Come on. 1, 2, 3, 4. Come on.